The Hanzo and Genji mains. Ugh. Okay, so for me, when I play competitive games, I never complain to other players in chat when they do these things. I'm usually really nice and positive, even if they're being fucking assholes to me. Unless they're being assholes to someone else, then I'll say something, but I just know it won't help us win if I react in a shitty way. It takes a lot for me to be an asshole, but at least I can bitch about this shit in a video instead. That one asshole that stops playing for a moment to type out his anger towards some fuck up that his teammate is probably already aware of. Guess what? You're wasting time, which should already be obvious to you. If they fuck up an ult, they're aware. How can you think shitting on them is gonna help? I guarantee you that you will have an even bigger chance of losing if you keep doing this. Just stop it. That one teammate that repeatedly goes in alone over and over again to die, then angrily types, "Team, where the fuck were you?" instead of waiting to regroup. What the fuck, man? We were clearly not there. Why do you keep acting like everyone's just around you? This also happens in League all the time. Like, fuck you guys. Try to pay attention to where your team is. They're not always with you. This is my favorite one because this happens all the fucking time when everyone on your team is a high level with way too many hours played. They are hundreds of levels in, and people somehow still think you have no idea what you're doing. I don't understand these players, honestly. Like, if we're all over level 500, why the fuck do you think you're the only one that knows anything? And just your opinion matters. And it's right when you have 5 other people that have the same amount of experience as you do. They probably know what they're doing, and they probably know what's wrong and what's right and what's meta, which picks suck for the situation and which picks are good. Just let them fucking play, you elitist little shit. Those assholes that refuse to use their health bars to stall during overtime. I'm looking at you, Widowmaker. And they just somehow think they can clutch the whole team from afar. If you're in overtime and your team is coming up behind you soon, stalling can still give you a chance. I've won so many games from stalling. Just use your fucking grapple and get your ass on the point. People that insist on playing a hero in ranked that they know they suck at. If you're Roadhog and you have a horrible hook rate and you pretty much just feed ults, just don't play him in ranked. Simple as that. Play what you can, but not someone you're still practicing. The Hanzo and Genji mains. Ugh. I know I'm gonna offend a lot of you guys, but you remind me of Vayne mains on League. You guys are fucking stubborn as shit and more likely to be toxic. Not all of you, of course, but damn, stop blaming the rest of your team for everything. You are not God's gift to mankind. I'm so sorry. I know you thought you were, but you're not. You just need to learn to switch sometimes. If your team still needs healers, just fucking do it for once. It's not gonna kill you. Which leads me to my next complaint. That guy that's last pick, everyone else has their hero and they refuse to fill, typically as a healer, then goes Hanzo or Genji. Why the fuck is it always Hanzo or Genji? Has anyone else noticed this? It happens all the time. I could probably record a compilation of how many times this fucking happens where the entire team has their characters picked already and then there's one person waiting and we need a healer. Clearly, they know that, but they fucking go Hanzo or Genji. Is it just me? Am I just fucking unlucky with my teams? I don't fucking know. And they always force someone else to fill, and it's usually me because I'm willing to fill. Just please fucking fill for once. People that go in front of the Reinhardt shield knowing that the entire enemy team is right there trying to break the shield. There could be a fucking enemy Bastion right there and you'll still poke out in front and be killed instantly. If you're strafing, make sure to not move forward in front of the shield, and unless you're a tank, you should not go in front unless you know you'll be fine. The guy that tries to lead the team while being an asshole. You are not better than everyone on your team. You shouldn't tell people what they aren't doing when you aren't actually watching what they're doing. Like, this is the one that really gets me. They aren't actually watching what you're doing, but they're telling you that you're not doing something when you're actually doing it, but they're not actually fucking watching. They're just guessing. If they think that we're losing, they just blame everything on everyone else. Oh, and surprise, surprise, there's nothing that you did wrong and you are just so fucking perfect. No room for improvement. Everyone else sucks on your team. That is why you lost. Of course. You're usually wrong, and if you're wondering why people won't listen to you, it's because they don't agree with you. You think you're a leader, but you're actually a toxic player that gets muted quickly. There's a right way to lead in voice chat, and there's a very wrong way. The guy that no matter how many times you prove him wrong, he still tells you how shit a hero is. Let people play what they're best at. As long as it fits with the comp, they may surprise you. And you don't need to throw a tantrum just because your team disagrees with you. This has happened to friends of mine and myself so many fucking times. Just a couple examples. On 2 separate occasions, I picked Junkrat and Pharah. During these games, they were fine picks and I wasn't countered. Both of the guys threw fits over my pick from the beginning. They yelled at me several times throughout the game, blaming each of their deaths on me for not switching. This isn't quick play, by the way, so it's what the fuck? Why are you getting so upset? It's just fucking quick play. Meanwhile, I had 4 gold medals on both games, and the damage wasn't from shooting a shield to earn a damage medal. I had some pretty good ults. I got play of the game both times and even compliments in the chat from the enemy. I wish I recorded it because these guys had to eat their own shit in the end. If you're one of these players, try to remember that you may be wrong and you might suck at that hero, so you decide to consider them useless. It's gonna be okay. Just let me fucking play my Junkrat. Fucking asshole. The salty player that blames the game instead of thinking, maybe I did something wrong. For example, just the other day, I met a guy in rank that was so fucking pissed about me catching his Zarya ult as D.Va, which ended up saving my team during overtime. He ranted about how shitty Blizzard is and how D.Va isn't fair and overpowered because she has that shield. Meanwhile, he could have easily countered me, but he never used his particle beam to take out my mech and didn't wait for me to lose my shield before ulting. But of course, it is not his fault. It's Blizzard. What? That person that spams, I need healing, as you're next to him, as you're healing each person in order of importance. No, Reinhardt, you do not need to spam that you need healing with only 50 health missing, which was only missing for 5 seconds, as I'm healing all the squishy teammates next to you. Like, it's gonna be okay, just fucking wait a second. I feel really bad for you healer mains because it fucking sucks playing healers sometimes. Oh, and while I'm at it, you do not need a fucking damage boost while I'm healing everyone else. Holy shit. Those assholes that wait until the game starts before they leave, mostly on defense, so we're all fucking out there, set up, and then they just leave. Somehow, if you win, you're a tryhard. This salty claim has been around forever. No matter what competitive game I go to, there will always be that guy that gets so upset over failing a trade with you, then blames it on, oh, I'm just having fun. I definitely didn't lose because I'm bad. You're just such a tryhard. You must not be having any fun. I'm just so fun. Normally, I would totally beat you. Oh. Okay, this might be just me, but I can't stand it when people use overused jokes in chat like, did someone say peanut butter? As if it's fucking funny anymore. This is actually one of my biggest pet peeves. I can't stand it when people don't recognize when the joke is old. Anyways, guys, smell you later.